Hey everybody, this is PJ Riley from Lancaster Archery here in our shooting center today. Got a great new bow we wanted to tell you about. This is the brand new 2021 PSE EVO EVL. Great new bow from PSE that kind of builds on some things they've been doing the past couple of years, just perfecting it, making a bow that shoots a little nicer, shoots a little faster, hits all those check boxes that we look for as archers. And first off, what you're going to notice here is we have this is a 32-inch axle-to-axle version. There is also a 34-inch version as well for those of you who like a little bit longer bow. But the bow here itself, based off of PSE's wildly popular Evolve cam system. So this is an incredible cam with a lot of features built into it. And from the shooter standpoint, what do you notice? It is just nice to draw and hold. This bow has adjustable let-off right here on this little module right there. You can adjust the let-off of this between 90%, 85%, and 80%. But that 90% let-off, that's what I want to talk about. If you're a bow hunter, whitetail bow hunter in that tree stand, one thing I noticed about this was when I came to full draw, I felt like I could hold this thing all day. That 90% let-off, you can just sit there nice and comfortable. You don't start shaking, because you're holding back a lot of weight. 90% let-off, this thing is really killer. Something else you're going to notice is this wide limb stance. This is the widest limb stance that PSE has had into a bow, and it just is great for stability, rigidity. It helps them get that speed. This thing is rated up to 345 feet per second. So obviously you need a lot of power out of that. That's coming off with a 6 1/4 inch brace height. So a lot of times you see those super high speeds with an even smaller brace height, which isn't always the best from the shooter experience. But 6 1/4 inches, that's a nice brace height from the shooter's end of things. We've got an adjustable module here for draw length. So every bow is going to have adjustable draw lengths from 25 inches to 30.5. Each hole in this module is going to give you a 1/2 inch, so 1/2 inch increments in that range. Built into the end, of course, is that let-off. That's your cable stop. The stop is going to come around and contact the cable here. That's what's going to happen when you hit it full draw. Normally, a lot of cable stops, a lot of time you get a lot of squishiness in that back wall, but this one isn't like that. When you come to full draw, the stop contacts this cable here, and there is some give, but it's not a lot. If you like some of that give to activate your shot, it's great. If you like a firm back wall, I think you're going to find this one's firm enough. I know I did, and I like a really solid one. So moving down the bow, something you're going to notice here is this unique new harness that PSE has come out with. And what this did is, we've got a split bus here at the top. Of course, instead of coming out to the edges of the limbs, they are coming to the inside of the cams. Believe it or not, you can still do what's called yoke tuning with this. Normally you see them out on the edges of the limbs here, and if you're dealing with slight paper tears when you're paper tuning, you can just give a little twist to one side or the other to straighten that out. Well, you can still do that inside here, even though it's on the edges of the cams. You can still do that yoke tuning with this system. It's the precision bus tuning system, PSE calls it, and it is handy. You can really make minute adjustments just by twisting one side or the other to get that cam to react the way that you want. And as we mentioned, you got this harness here. So normally what you would see is this piece of cable right here would be one piece from one side of the cam to the other, and it would just be a loop that goes through here. So in that situation, you would have a 5-piece string and cable system. This one with PSE, this is actually a continuous cable. It just splits into 2 pieces. They weave through this harness that PSE came out with and then split and come up to the edges. So this is only a 3-piece string and cable system on there. So that's a great harness that PSE came out with. It just makes things easier. The less parts you have, the better. So they have done that with that harness there. Great addition from PSE this year. Now, something else PSE just introduced this year. We have gone to the Dovetail Mount on the back of the riser here, so you can use one of those QAD Integrate rests. And there will be a PSE specially branded QAD drop-away rest for this that you can put on your PSE bow. But we've just been seeing more and more bow companies integrate that dovetail into their riser. It's machined in there, so then your rest, you don't have to go through this burger hole here. It's still there if you don't want to run the Integrate rest, but that Integrate rest, it's just a way more secure connection system. Plus, obviously, you don't have something over here that's connected on a single pivot point that you can possibly move one way or the other. This thing clamps in. It's just handy. We're going to see that on more and more bows. That's an excellent feature, the Integrate Dovetail Mount on the riser there. Now, something PSE's been doing in recent years here is they've been offering multiple options for where you want to mount your sight. So this is going to come in handy for those archers who maybe want to shoot, super extreme distances out beyond 100 yards. A lot of times you would bottom out with your sight that you just couldn't get any more room to shoot farther distances. Well, now you have the option of mounting your sight in different locations so that you can have more room. Just an extra option there that allows this bow to work for more different types of archers. Coming into the grip here, PSE does have a rubberized grip on here. Feels great in the hand for bow hunters. It is a fairly wide grip, in which if you're an archer who doesn't like a wide grip, you can take the grip off, and there is a finished riser behind there that's got a narrower grip. So again, options. If you like a wide grip, you want something warm on your hand for those cold bow hunting days, you got that with this grip. Or if you like a narrow grip, pop that grip off and you can just shoot that off the riser. And something PSE's been doing that I really like is, you see this groove in the front here. So that's a handy spot for when you come into your grip, just a nice reference point. I don't even have to see what's happening. And if I use my index finger to make sure I've got my grip consistent, I can feel that divot. And I can know if I'm on the left side, if I'm in the middle, or if I'm on the right side. I can feel exactly where that is. Just a great feature to help you find your finger placement when you are gripping the bow. So moving down the riser, you've got two bushings for your stabilizers. You can have one up higher here. This is kind of a standard position right underneath the grip. There have been stabilizer bushings there for years. Or if you like a little lower one, to get that weight really low on this bow, to really make it stand up, if that's how you like it, you can push down here. And as you can see, it's a little farther pushed forward, about 2 inches there. So this 10-inch stabilizer suddenly acts like a 12-inch bar just because of that the bushing placement. On the back, you've got one connection point back here for your side rod if you want to run one. Of course, you can always use the side rod connection you can put on the front, and then you can connect your side rod there too if you want. But they do give you the back option if that's what you like. Up here, we have a nice roller guard. I like this type of cable containment system on the arm. It's got rollers on the back here. That's what's running across the cable arm. And it's got rollers here that your string goes through. What that gives you is just a nice smooth process there. A lot of times if you don't have these rollers and it's just a piece of plastic sitting on there, sometimes it'll stick and you can feel a stutter as you come to full draw. As you come back, these cables will kind of stutter backwards in the draw cycle. So having rollers on the arm here and rollers for the cable, everything's just real silky smooth. So those are the features of the PSE EVO EVL, but the shooting experience, that's the part that you really need to experience with this bow to truly appreciate it. Dude, this is insane. Everything about shooting this bow is nice. The draw cycle is nice. I feel like I can hold it back there all day. As I mentioned, 90% let off. This is a 60-pound bow. You're gonna get versions, max draw weights of 50, 60, 65, 70, and even 80 pounds. A lot of you guys out there like that 80-pound option. You got it in this bow. But 60-pound option, that's what I'm holding back at full draw, 90% let off, so I'm barely holding anything, but it just felt like I could hold that forever. And like I said, the shooting experience is what I think sets this bow apart. That super speed, 345 feet per second. A lot of times that comes with a lot of vibration to generate that kind of speed. You don't feel any with this. So it draws nice, it holds nice, it aims nice. This is the 32-inch version. If you like a longer one, you got 34, but this 32 held nicely for me with the stabilizer in that position. So it just, everything that you want in a compound bow, this one does nicely. Excellent bow from PSE for 2021. Like I said, you really got to shoot it to appreciate how nice it is to shoot this bow. That's the PSE EVO EVL, brand new for 2021 flagship hunting bow from PSE. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to click that bell to get notifications whenever we put out new videos. As always, if you have any questions, you can visit us at LancasterArchery.com.